Welcome back to the episode of No Man's Sky, and this episode should prove to be an exciting one, providing I can pronounce words properly and not try to put H's into. I just pulled the reverse British because the British I don't understand why they refuse to acknowledge that the letter H exists. Right? They'll write it in their words when they speak. It's like they refuse to acknowledge it. Like, what gives, right? Which is part of the reason British people are some of the worst English speakers on the planet. You've never heard worse English than when you've been listening to the British. You know what I mean? Like, they're terrible. Ugh. Anyways, Anyways, let me sort of get back on track here. So this is from, basically I have a really big backlog of footage from March that was just post the 1.2 update, and I'm trying to get through it because, I'd like to have it all uploaded, then I can start doing new footage. You're probably wondering, well, why didn't he zoom in? And the reason is because I tried to kill it, because I was like, if I couldn't scan it, this is what I'm assuming I was thinking. I was thinking, well, if I can't kill it, or if I can't scan it, I might as well kill it. The reason I couldn't zoom in is because around this time, you were able to set up your controller, if it was like an Xbox controller or a PlayStation controller, you're able to set it up to work like a Steam controller, in that you could use it, even for games that didn't support controllers, which previously you could only do if you had a Steam controller. You could set the Steam controller and, then it would mimic the keyboard and, trick out the game and everything. Well, that is, they would trick the game out so that the game would think it was a keyboard. So I set my Xbox controller up with that, but the thing with that is that No Man's Sky actually has native Steam controller support. So that means that your Xbox controller, it's when you have it set up like that, it's not working like an Xbox controller anymore, and it's not working like an Xbox controller for a game that doesn't support controllers. It's working like neither of those two things. It's actually working like a Steam controller, which is to say that all of the buttons are bound to specific action sets within the sort of Steam controller menu, which that might be confusing if you've never looked at it, but I'm sure if you gone through the process of toying around with just messing around with the not toying around, but messing around with the Steam controller configuration menus for games that support it and games that don't, exactly what I'm talking about. But basically the thing with that is some of the default configs were wrong, so that Zoom wasn't working, and so I eventually did realize, and I eventually did fix it, but at first I just thought it was because of the update, and I thought the update made it so that you would have to upgrade your tech before you could zoom, so that was why I didn't fix it. But so I said this might be an exciting video, and that's basically why, is because of these Sentinels, and that were trying to kill me for no reason at all. I never do anything. They always just want to hurt me, even though I don't do anything, and I don't know why. So, not very nice. This guy, I don't know. I probably should have very quickly taken him out, and you'll see why in a second. You will see exactly why I should have been a lot more. What's the word? Well, I'll just say quick. There's a different word I'm trying to think of, but I'm not going to be able to think of it right now. Like, basically, as soon as I finish recording the narration, I'll remember what it was. But I'll just say quick. I should have been a lot more quick in taking him out, but I wasn't. And so that had a certain consequence to it, but it's okay. It's all okay because it still ended up being okay in the end. So, but I should have been a lot quicker in taking him out, and than I was, because you might see the reason why. You might already know what's about to happen. Yeah, it's that. It's a new Sentinel unit, and oh look, it's a walker. Yeah, that's yeah. I'm super prepared to take one of those on. By the way, super prepared. That's it's not going to be challenging at all. Um, but yeah, so I did take a health, but got in here. There was already a Sentinel in here, but you can't shoot in here. Like if you're in here, you cannot actually shoot at the Sentinels. But luckily, I don't think they can shoot at you. And look at that, deactivate it, walk out, and they don't even care anymore. Like he's wandering off. Those guys are like, I don't think it's the same guy. You think it's the same guy who went in and is coming out? Nah, it's not the same guy. It's not the same guy at all. No, different guy. But here's this guy. This I don't know. This little. It's like a. I don't know. I don't know if these guys actually have names. Like the three different types of Sentinels. If there's different names, like I call the walkers because they, that's what they are. Just as a sort of specification, like what kind of unit are they? They're a walker unit. But I mean, I don't know if they all have specific names for the. Like specific model names or something. I don't know. Probably some series of numbers or something like that. So this is kind of like a little dog guy almost, but this is just. It looks like because it's supposed to have the blue light, yeah, when it's sort of stood down, but it looks like it's still in combat mode. But it's confused because it doesn't know who to combat because all the other Sentinels are like, no, it's a different guy. It's a different guy. And this guy's like, no, it's the same. I'm telling you, it's the same guy. I probably, but I don't know where he's going. I assume maybe he's trying to get off screen so that he can despawn. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of just, to me, it's interesting to watch. Just, I kind of feel, I don't know, and I don't know if anyone agrees with me on this, but I kind of feel like this particular Sentinel model, I kind of feel a little bad for. Like, I don't know, just if you think of, like, okay, so the level 1 Sentinel, they can fly anywhere they want to go. They can just fly, and then the level 3, they're big old walkers. They're big, scary walkers. I don't know. This guy has to get down to the ground. It's not a very dignified sort of position it's in. It's, it just, even though, yeah, it's more powerful than the flyers and it's less likely to get taken down, I don't know. It's just sort of maybe, I don't know. Maybe if it could fly, it would be better. I don't know. I just kind of feel bad for it. It's sort of the one that sort of got the least, I don't know what the word is, but you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't fly. It's not big and intimidating. Like, what does it have? I don't know. But at the same time, I mean, it's just a robot. It doesn't feel, I assume they didn't give it some sort of, emotions routine. That would be bad. It's like, if you read some of the books that have, AIs in them, and then the AIs are able to feel, they kind of go rampant. So I think they had that in Hitchhiker, yeah? Didn't they have the elevators who got super depressed who realized, hey, wait a minute, we're elevators. It's literally our job to go up and down all day. And yeah, that's really, that's pathetic. And, so then they're all seeing like shrinks and stuff. I think it was Hitchhiker. Maybe I'm getting it confused with something else, but I'm pretty, mind you, I haven't read Hitchhiker in a very long time. I think I read that when I was like in high school or something. But, which wasn't that long ago, by the way. I'm not that old, but I am old enough that, like, it's great. Like, the guy who used to be my science teacher when I was in grade 9, and who became the VP, well, one of the VPs, about the time I left, now some people I know who are currently still in high school never even knew he was a science teacher. They're like, really? Because he hasn't been since I've been there, and it's like, wow, way to make me feel old. I mean, oh well. Anyway, so yeah, I just sort of, now that his walker friend is gone, take him out, get that titanium. Why not? Titanium is good. It sells for quite a bit, as it happens. So these guys are here to try to do something about it, but even though they can fly and they're like a fairly, I don't know, they're a fairly basic unit, and they got the repeater sort of laser blasters, and I mean, they're fairly well-rounded design, fairly good design. They're not very durable, so that they're pretty easy to take out. Look at that, just like spinning blades in the air for no reason. Why not? But yeah, so I mean, these guys aren't going to do anything about it. So there is that guy who hopefully, we don't want him to, call for any more help. I've already lost one health. I don't want to lose another. But yeah, I mean, the laser will make short work of him. Just take him down, and boom, he's done. And take that little loot. I don't know, barrel he drops, which I don't know how it fits in him, but at least there's no micro transaction behind it. So all this is blessed. I always that would be kind of funny if you had to like pay a micro transaction to lock the loot barrels they dropped, but there isn't. So I'm happy about that. So yeah, so I mean, just the rest of this episode is just me killing Sentinels for the most part. So that's I mean, I realize, I think a certain percentage, a fair percentage of these videos does go to that, but I mean, I think it's still pretty cool to see. So, and that's why I said it was exciting, is because, it does become this whole thing of killing Sentinels. And I think this might have been the first time I killed one of those level 2 Sentinels. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't remember at all, but I wonder if this is even the first time. I don't know. I really shouldn't say that it is, because it might not be, but at the same time I feel like it is. I have no idea. I don't know. But yeah, Sentinels are good. Like, I know there's better ways to make money, but Sentinels are a pretty fun way to just sort of farm out some cash. Especially when my throat's starting to get dry. And I'm gonna take a drink. Okay. I'm taking a drink, everybody. So my throat's less dry. But I mean, they're just a fun way to make some money, especially when you get to those level 2s who drop titanium. It's pretty nice. So yeah, I don't know. I enjoy it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna be moving soon, believe it or not, to an apartment that'll be a lot closer. That guy, if you can see the icon, he was trying to kill me, so I'm not a menace who's just like killing innocent creatures in this video. He was trying to kill me, so it was self-defense. But yeah, moving to an apartment near where I work, because it's kind of dusty trying to get to where I work. That's slang that kids are using. You can say something is dust, or you can say it's dusty for some reason. And if you say it, you're cool. So at least you'll be cool where I live. I don't know if it's like international slang or anything, but yeah, because like even today, getting there's not going to be too bad, but getting home is going to suck. Just because it's going to be late, like because I start at about 5-something p.m. and I end off at 11 p.m. So it's not a very long shift, to be honest. But I mean, just because it ends so late in the day, and I won't be able to get a ride home. Well, I might, but I don't know that I will at this particular point. It's going to be, just on the bus. It's going to, like, just because it's late, the buses aren't coming as often, and, they're going to take longer to get me where I'm going and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it's just going to be not very fun getting home today. So, yeah, I mean, because of stuff like that, it'll be nice to live a lot closer to where where I'm working. So yeah, so I'm moving in probably about a week. So yeah, and there's only like 30 seconds left in this video, and I don't know what to talk about for said 30 seconds. So I'm talking about how I don't know what to talk about, because that's always easy. And yeah, I'm going to do an outro in a second anyways. Yeah, I'll just do it now. If there's any time left at the end, that's okay. But, basically, like, I do appreciate, anyone who watches these videos. And if you enjoy it, give it a like. It's basically no effort. And have yourself a great rest of your day.